Welcome everyone to Quincy University. What a great turnout. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us today for this press conference. I'm Chris Brenneman, Director of Community Relations. Today we mark a significant fundraising milestone in the history of this university. In addition to welcoming all of you who are here in a general way, I just want to thank the QU community for showing up. Staff, faculty, coaches, student athletes, students, grad assistants, alum, thank you. Some community leaders have joined us as well, and some trustees and former trustees in your presence. Our chair, Jean Buckley, significant members of the board also, Ralph Oakley, who played an important role in the fundraising campaign. Bill Metzinger is here. Tony Crane, former trustee, and Phil Conover, former trustee and president emeritus. Thank you all for joining us. Today's announcement is presented by QU Fund co-chairs, Laura Cornel Kennedy and Randy Kennedy. Laura will join us in just a moment, followed by QU President Brian McGee. Laura, please join us.
Like Chris, I will add my thank you for you being here, especially on a very warm day, very warm. So Quincy University has a rich history of collaboration with the Quincy community and our alums. Randy and I, my husband who's the co-chair with me, are beneficiaries of this synergy. Be it washing dishes at Casano's Pizza, managing the campus bookstore, internships at Chaddock, and the Quincy Head Start program, we developed skills and values which prepared us to move into the future. This year's annual fund campaign was a huge success, setting a new QU fund record and surpassing the previous year's annual fund by 8%. As chairs, we are proud to announce that the annual QU fund exceeded its goal of $1.5 million and raised $1.55 million. Lots to be proud of, y'all. This was due to the generosity and the giving nature of the Quincy community and businesses, our alums, our QU students, faculty, and staff, and our many university friends. Both Randy and I are one of 11 children. We know personally what these kinds of resources and funds mean to students who can't afford a full QU opportunity. So it is with heartfelt gratitude that Randy and I thank our donors and all of you for making possible funds and scholarships which enable future leaders, future students to experience a high quality and values-driven education that will propel future students to a fulfilling and meaningful future. Thanks for being here today, and it sure was a great year to be a Hawk.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Randy, for what you did in your leadership of our work for the QU Fund. Again, a record QU Fund total, as we announced last month, beating last year's record, which of course had broken the record set the previous year and set the record broken in the previous year. Well, you get the idea. We have been on a great roll with QU Fund fundraising, and we thank so much Randy and Laura for their leadership. Now, in recent months, many media reports have emphasized the challenges faced by American higher education, including financial challenges. Today, however, you will be hearing some extraordinarily good news about Quincy University and the generous financial support we received in the past year. As most members of this community know, the story of Quincy University began with humble Franciscan friars who founded this institution in 1860 to support young people who lacked educational opportunities. Because of their vision, today, QU is the only Catholic university serving downstate Illinois and the only small Catholic college serving much of Illinois, Missouri, and southeastern Iowa. For QU's history overall, and until recent decades, fundraising was simply not a priority. The Franciscan friars were the living endowment of the university, sacrificing financially so that the university could serve generations of students who needed what QU offers. For many years, giving to QU was relatively modest, and there are many at QU today and in Quincy today who can remember when QU received its first $1 million gift. Right, President Conover? But we are now in a new era at QU. Our fundraising totals have increased dramatically over the past decade. And in 2021-2022, powered by the largest single gift in QU history, a gift of the Oakley family, QU raised over $10 million in a single year for the first time in the university's history. In the summer of 2022, 3 years ago, when we announced that impressive fundraising total, I wondered if I would ever have the chance to announce another fundraising year of $10 million or more. After all, nothing in QU's history suggested that $10 million or more could happen again anytime soon. But then came fall 2024. When a series of extraordinary gifts over just a few months created tremendous momentum for philanthropy at Quincy University. By early 2025, fundraising had come so far and so fast that for the first time ever, we announced what was essentially a half-year total, as we had already smashed our previous year-long fundraising record and had raised nearly $14 million. So we made an interim progress report. Like some of you, perhaps, I wondered if any more major gifts could possibly come our way after there had already been so much success. Well, we have the answer to that question. Still more donors believed in Quincy University and our mission of raising up servant leaders. The gifts kept coming. Today, with a deep appreciation for our generous benefactors, our alumni, our friends, our community leaders, estate gifts, generous foundations, I am honored and humbled to announce a fundraising total for the 2024-2025 year of just over $19 million. The new record has now been set, and it is 82% larger than the former record. An astonishing success story for QU. Now, 3 years ago, our previous fundraising record was set largely because of a single large and generous gift. That isn't unusual. Many universities have a record fundraising year because of a single unusually large donation. But that wasn't the case at QU for this year. At QU for this past year, we had 4 gifts of $3 million or more, which set the table for this extraordinary success. For those of you who've been here a long time, imagining one $3 million gift was a big deal. To have 4 of them in a single year, incredible, extraordinary, and that $19 million total confirms that there were other very significant gifts along the way as well. Now, you might be thinking, $19 million is a big number. What have these gifts done? Well, they have grown endowment resources for scholarships. They have paid for important facilities improvements, along with new classrooms, new lab equipment, residence hall renovations and enhancements. They have provided new financial resources to support outstanding faculty. They've met immediate needs at a time of great financial pressure on American colleges and universities, including QU. This money has done a lot in a short span of time to create a new and improved QU as we begin this academic year. Let me emphasize one word as we think about these gifts, and that word is gratitude. We are grateful to those who have believed and continue to believe in the Christian, Catholic, and Franciscan education we provide at Quincy University. We are grateful to those who want to support a mission emphasizing the liberal arts and servant leadership, even as we bring new academic programs to QU to meet the needs of this universe of our community. We thank all those who made our giving possible, including the board members announced previously. Another board member, Hal Oakley, has just joined us. And we thank all those members of our entire community, the QU community, the larger Quincy and regional community, our national alumni community, who have made this possible. We include in particular our university advancement staff. We have some folks who have worked for many years at QU in advancement. They're here today and we're so pleased by their work. We also know there are a few folks who worked on this last year's giving who are not with QU any longer, but who should be rightly proud of their accomplishments. This has been a tremendous past year for QU, fundraising included, and the best for QU is still to come. So, for those students in the audience, ever been to an announcement of a $19 million in fundraising before? Pretty big deal, right? And that's why we're here today, because we wanted to make possible bigger and better things for you. So may God bless Quincy University. May God bless all of us here. And remember, it's always a great day. To be alive. That wasn't good enough. It's a great day. To be alive. And $19 million later, it's a great day. To be alive. May God bless you. We're happy to take questions after this, but if you're standing in the heat and you wanted to hear this announcement, you're done. Thank you so much, and God bless.